Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Daggerheart, the Broken Spy. This is episode 9, so if you haven't caught episodes 1 through 8 or have missed anything, you can head over to our YouTube channel and catch up. Why don't we do a round of intros? We are down one player tonight. We are hoping Ryan is doing well, and we will see him the next time we play, which we'll talk about at the end of this, depending on how tonight goes. Who knows? We might TPK in 10 minutes and just take the night off. Go play something. Baldur's Gate 3 or something. I don't know.
I've restarted playing Mass Effect, like old school, like Mass Effect 1.
Nice.
The graphics are just as good as you would think.
Do they look like the Cybertruck?
Better.
I really want to.
Real question is have any of you seen a Cybertruck in person? Because
Yeah.
There's
Every time I see
in
it-
the neighborhood, and it kills me.
Yeah.
Every time I see one, I yell, "Run to your truck."
I'm pretty sure that he got the Cybertruck idea from Star Wars. Like he saw the Jawa vehicle and was like, I gotta
Right.
build that.
Right.
You're not wrong.
It could be also, if anyone remembers GoBots, like the cheaper version of Transformers. Or just, a trash dumpster.
I remember that.
Oh my god.
Why don't we do some introductions? I'm going to lay this on Maggie's doorstep now for that one.
Hello, I'm Maggie. If you saw me eating applesauce, no, you didn't. Yeah, I play Grace, the Taylor Swift coded. If you haven't caught onto that by now, human sorcerer.
Yay. Who would you like to
let's-
popcorn it to?
Let's jump over to Lauren.
Yeah. I'm Lauren. I play Triss, the guardian giant. Yeah, I don't know. I just put all my brain power into finding my D12s, and now my brain is gone. So that's all I got. Jason.
I'm Jason. I play Cortinarius, the fungal rogue, or murder mushroom, as he's affectionately been nicknamed. And looking really forward to how this goes tonight. I'll go over to Carly.
Yeah, hi. I'm Carly, and I play everyone else, including Nyx tonight. So we'll see how that goes. It's really good DM move to kill a player's character when you're playing their character. It's like
Best.
the best move.
Yeah.
So hopefully the rest of you don't let that happen. We'll see.
TPK packed.
But as we head back into the game, last we left off in the middle of combat. It had just come to my go, but we're going to reset the scene. After some wayward people got caught by some overwhelming fear and tried to run away, you guys managed to continue your push towards the center of the city. However, that little bit of wasted time may or may not have been all that Lord Stinky Mist needed to lay his trap. And you guys have thus been caught in a trap in a battle with the Lord Stinky Mist and his copies. You've managed to destroy 2 of his 3 copies so far. The other copy is relatively unharmed, has only really taken the bite from Kavoon, and has been initiating guerrilla warfare, and is the one that took out our dear friend Knots, who is unconscious on the middle of the battlefield. And then you have Lord Stinky Mist, who believe Nyx and Triss are right up next to, engaged in melee combat, attempting to just bring this creature, this specter, down. However, he seems pretty formidable, a little resilient. And there are also 3 small little specters that have forgotten how to use their claws, these little wraiths, that are all surrounding Triss at the moment. And Cortinarius is currently making his way back to the rest of the group and is closing in on where Knots and Grace are located in a slightly back position. So that'll bring us in to my turn. When we left off, I had 4 action tokens on the action tracker, and I had 2 fear, so that is where we currently stand. And yeah. First, Triss, who is deathlocked, is going to take some damage. Okay. Let's go. That is 27 points of magic damage.
Jesus. Okay.
Hashtag just say no.
I don't think he can help you right now.
Oh my god. Okay. 27 takes me down to 18. Alright, it'll be 1 armor, 2 HP.
Great. Second thing that happens is some more of these mist wraiths appear around Triss. Okay. And all 4 more appear, so there are now 7 mist wraiths surrounding Triss. They're going to attack, and that is a 5.
That is my exact evasion score.
It does hit then.
Ooh.
So, that's going to be 21 points of physical damage. I believe you're still an unstoppable.
Yes. So that halves it.
Becomes 11.
11? Okay, that's right at my major. Okay, I'm gonna use, this is my last armor slot, so that's fun. However, I do have the Valor Stone, which means I can roll a d6, and if I get a 6, I don't use my last armor slot.
You also have your ability that allows you to use stress as armor slots.
I thought they changed that.
No, it used to be hope, and they changed it to
I-
stress for your subclass ability, I believe. So your stalwart ability, when you take physical damage,
Oh!
you can mark a
Why did I
stress
think they got rid of
instead
that?
of an armor slot
Okay.
to reduce
I
the damage.
should have been doing that a lot more. Ooh. Okay.
So
Cool.
you could feel free to do your last armor slot, or you can
Absolutely not.
use stress, because this is physical damage in this instance.
Okay. Cool. Yes, I will spend a stress to bring that below 5. So
Great. Yeah, so there's 7 of them. You're like fully just almost like they're all kind of pressing on top of each other, and their claws are just kind of scraping into your full plate armor that is on you. Grace, you see out of the mist the copy appear. It disengages from Kavun, like Kavun took a bite out of it, and it backs away in your direction, and spending a fear to deathlock you. Unless
Counterspell.
Okay, did you spend the stress to pull it
Yep.
back out?
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
That's
Give me
what
a
I
sec.
like to hear. Roll me some dice.
Just give me 1 second because I was a big dummy and left all my D12s on the other side of the room, and I just got them.
Oh my god.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I need a different dice. There it is. I rolled a dirty 20 with fear.
Yeah. You said, well, it's a reaction roll, so there's no fear or hope generated with counterspell. Yeah. So once again, this guy comes out and tries to lock onto you. You feel this magic kind of starting to press into your center mass, and you push your hands in front of your body and push it away back into him. And he looks at you, gives a glare before disappearing into the mist again. That is back to you guys. I have 1 token left on the action tracker, and I have 1 fear.
Ooh.
All right. I can jump in here.
Yeah.
Murder mushroom,
Seeing
go!
Triss being overwhelmed by all these spirits and the mage, he's going to move up to get within range of them, eating some Varic leaves as he's moving up to get a couple hope.
For sure. It will take an agility roll to get up to where the Lord Stinky Mist and Triss are.
All right. Well, I'll spend a stress then to teleport into there.
Great. Does it say you have to see it? Because you can't see it. You can hear them right now, but you can't see them right now because of the fog. So does it say if you have to see it or not?
Let me look. Don't recall.
However, you would be able to make your move to be able to see it and then spend a stress to pop
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I just don't want to take the chance on the roll. You can move from shadow to shadow when you step into the shadow cast by another creature object or enter an area of darkness. Mark a stress to disappear from where you are and reappear inside of any other shadow within far range.
Okay. Yeah, then you can do that.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah,
that
you
will-
can pop out underneath Triss, underneath Nyx, underneath Lord Stinky Mist.
I'll pop out right next to Trix.
Yeah,
That should
no
get them
problem.
all within range, and then I will go ahead and Rain of Spores there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an attack roll.
Since I'm coming in from unseen to them, will
Yeah.
this be an advantage?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Thank God for advantage. 17 with hope.
You can take your hope, and that hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Nice.
And this will be magic damage. Not this one. Won't be a ton, but hopefully enough to get rid of, 7.
Yeah.
That's a horrible
Explain
roll.
to me what it looks like as you pop out from underneath, like next to the feet of Triss, and rain down your spores on all of these specters, causing them to dissipate into nothing.
So he'll probably pop out like in the air, and as he's falling, just kind of like twisting and just spraying in circles, almost like a little Purette as he's coming down.
Yes.
Yeah, and the spores rain down, causing all of these mist wraiths to just deform
Nice.
at first into like a purplish black mist before just resuming the same color as the fog and mist surrounding you.
That's going to be what the action figure does when we come out with our action figures. Spins around and just shoots spores out.
You need one of those, those toys when we were little where it had a little launch pad and you did the
Yes.
string and it launched the thing and it like spun, but then also like when it gets up and it starts spinning, it should just like make like a little cloud.
I like it.
But it's still your guys' turn.
Oh god, okay. Do we try to run? For once.
Knots isn't going to tell you what to. Actually, Knots in Elvish in
Not
her
can't.
unconsciously.
Not
Knots
unconscious.
Knots yells in Elvish, "Kill him, Legolas! Take him down!"
Fly, you fools.
Yeah. So we know that this guy. We're pretty sure he has something to do with the mist, but not necessarily sure if he has anything to do with like the bandits that are stealing stuff. Correct?
Correct. Nyx had done a little bit of divination in a previous session and learned that they were coexisting. Apparently knew of each other, and the bandits had essentially offered you guys up as sacrificial bait to him, with the implication that they were going to use that time to leave.
Rude.
Okay.
And that happened about like 15-20 minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm not actually saying running is a bad idea, just so you know.
Yeah.
Knots just has really vivid dreams.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm debating.
Maybe you saw that.
I was like, reason with him. Triss can't reason with him. And so it's either keep hitting this thing, which I do half damage to, or we try and book it.
Yeah, he's not looking very hurt because he healed from your guys' big wham when the other copy disappeared. And there is still one other copy out there. So presumably, unless you killed him first, he could heal himself again.
Yeah.
Did the spores seem to hurt him?
The spores... Oh, the spores did not hit him. You just missed hitting him. You hit all the specters, but you rolled a 17, which was not enough to hit him.
Okay.
I was looking around, obviously, like, Knots is down, but, like, Nyx and Grace and Court, does everyone still look like they're, like, in this? Like, they're fighting, they're in it? Or are people... Is me kind of pulling the group was like, hey, do we run? Or do we keep fighting? So, like,
Grace looks stressed as fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Nyx looks okay. Nyx only has a few cuts.
And Grace's armor looks real bad. She's stressed as fuck, and she's starting to look pretty bad.
Okay.
I don't know if this helps, but maybe Kavoon should, since the Spectre thing ran off, it isn't like near him anymore, right?
No, it disengaged in the direction of where like Knots and Grace were. But Kavoon could have seen all of this, disengaged, and then it started to move towards Lord Stinky Mist before Kavoon lost sight of the copy.
So probably you'd see Kavoon run over and pick up Knots and then look at you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, do we want to initiate an escape? Or do we want to keep fighting? What are people thinking?
Out of character, I don't know that we can win this. I think it'd be wise to run. At least the way we are right now.
Nyx has got us.
I'll follow.
Carly can't kill his character when he's not here, so...
Oh, I didn't say anything about can't. I just said it'd be kind of a dick move.
That'd be fair.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, Triss, like, shakes off the rest of the remains of the little wraith things, and then kind of, like, looks around and, like, sees Kavoon being like... Mm-mm. Yeah, sees Grace looking really rough, and Court knives out, but still, like, everyone's just... ragged. I think she'll just give Kavoon a nod and go, Grace! And she's gonna pick up Court and just start going.
Great. If you want to book it and try to get like a really far distance, give me an agility roll.
Okay. Come on, dice. Oh, damn. I was like, crit? No, it's a 6 and a 9. That is 15 with hope.
Okay, take your hope. Yeah, you turn and like just split second decision, turn and move quick enough that Lord Stingimus doesn't have a chance to like react in that moment. And you book it and you meet up, you get up next to Kavoon and you keep running. So Jeremy, if you want to have Kavoon follow with knots, or if anybody else, I mean, Court, you've been picked up, wants to try and follow, you can, because that was with hope.
Yeah, I think, the yell to Grace was to, like, get her attention, and Nyx was right up there with me, so I figured if I started running, he would be like, oh, okay, cool.
I think Kavoon would kind of eye the other two remaining, just to make sure that they're not...
Nyx will give a look and just say, I'll cover the rear, because he's like the least injured of all of you. And like no stress, no injury, still has some armor slots left. So he's doing okay.
Kavoon does that thing, like... I think cats do it too, but maybe dogs more, where it like stretches and then kicks out that back leg real violently and just knocks him over. So, you know, he's obviously going to run slower than the rest of us.
Oh,
JK.
well, Kavoon isn't up next to Lord Stingimus. Kavoon picked up Knots, who was next to Grace,
Right.
who were like within close range. They were about 30 feet back.
I feel like maybe
Stingimus.
Kavoon would like kind of nudge Grace towards where we're fleeing, and once Grace starts running, Kavoon will follow.
Great. Is Grace running?
If I run, can I get off one last attack and then run? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to attack, you can attack. It's just, if you roll with fear or fail, it's back to me.
Do I risk it, guys?
Hey, it's Grace's choice in this moment.
I think she's gonna try to protect her friends as much as possible. So she's gonna do it.
Yeah, give me an attack.
With my bonded staff.
For sure.
That is with hope.
Hey.
Hold on, let me math. That's a 22.
Nice.
Great, that hits. Roll me some damage.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my d6s out. Okay. That is 10 points of damage. And then she's gonna...
Yeah.
Amazing.
10 points of damage. Got hit. Yeah, you send out, like, you redirect some more of those, like, autumn leaves towards him. And one of them, like, he puts, like, a hand up as if to push it away. And one of them, like, gets on his hand. And you can see a slight flinch of injury as it, like, brushes against his hand as you turn to run. I will need an agility check for that run. Since you said Kavoon was like holding, you can also give just a straight check because he doesn't have any bonuses for Kavoon.
Do a check for Kavoon.
Yes.
Totally.
That's a 7
With
hope.
okay, take your hope.
Is she close to me?
Yeah, she's close to you.
I will spend my 2 hope. Do the support tank ability. You can re-roll either your hope or fear dice and use the new result to try and get higher. Oops,
That's an 11
With hope
It's-
still?
better than 7.
with hope.
Great.
Nice.
And what did Kavun get?
At 17 with hope. But
He doesn't get hope.
oh, that's right.
Because he doesn't have any hope.
What does he give you? Fear is the question.
Oh my god.
I mean, he can, but he didn't. Yeah, so, the two of you, turn to run. Grace gives, like, a small stumble, but, Kavun pushes up, like, on the side of her and keeps her moving, to the point that, like, Triss can reach back, like, the handle portion of her battle axe that
Sweet.
Grace can, like, pull onto to get all of you tugged up next to each other and still going. It does
If
bring
you've
it
seen
to
Taylor's
my turn.
If you've seen Taylor Swift, that's accurate.
It does
no.
bring it to my turn because an 11 was technically a failure.
Ooh. Okay.
So, the giant spectral figure that is, 12 feet tall because he grew to the size to match Triss, kind of just brushes past Nyx, moving in your guys' direction. You shouldn't have come to my home. And you feel a burning sensation within you, Triss,
Oh shit.
as you take 28 points of magic damage.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh no. We don't have any. Nope, I can't. We don't have any healing potions. That wouldn't matter anyway.
Is Triss down?
Unless I
Well,
roll
we'll
a
see.
6.
Unless the valor.
Unless I roll a 6 right now on this, Triss goes down. Alright. 3.
Oh.
So that's my last armor slot to take it down to 2 HP, and my last 2 HP, so Triss is down.
Okay. So, you gotta pick a death move.
Mm-hmm.
You can go out in a blaze of glory, automatic critical success for whatever kind of thing you want to do in this
Ooh.
moment, and then you
Mhm.
die. You can risk it all, where you roll your duality dice. If your hope is higher, you come back clearing an amount of HP and stress, depending on what your hope dice had. If your fear is higher, you die. Or you can avoid the consequences, and you just go unconscious.
Ugh. I feel like I can't just avoid the consequences because we are actively trying to get the fuck out of here. Let's risk it.
Okay.
Alright, so I just need to get a higher hope.
Yep, higher hope. That's all you need. The number doesn't matter. You just want a higher hope than your fear.
You better fucking...
Ah! So stressful.
What happens if I crit?
Oh, a crit is excellent. Let me look at the rules. You're alive. Crit is still excellent. It's still the best thing you can roll.
It's double 6s.
It's like the
Great,
one time in the
that's-
game, it's like, sorry.
Oh no, you critted! How
Right.
dare you?
Oh,
No,
God,
that is really good. I just have to find the specifics.
I'm so
of
stressed.
it. so stressed. Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah. So
Honestly.
your duality dice are tied. So you stay on your feet, and you clear all hit points and all stress.
Oh fuck.
Go back, kick his ass.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I just knocked my dice tray over.
Nice.
Home!
I was like,
Oh my
I had
God.
to double check. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but I also don't know if it's changed over various iterations, so I had to double check.
You're running away. He hits you
Of
with
course
this
you would
thing.
get that.
Right? You're running away, hits you with this thing, you stop, and you're like,
Please explain
turn
to
around,
me
just
how
Hulk smash
Triss
him.
forcibly just heals herself and de-stresses herself in this moment of just pure panic and pain.
Love
Oh
it.
my god. So I think, so her armor's fucking gone. I think there's the burning sensation, which I know you've described as like internal. It's not like we see people that are like on flames, or on fire. But I think like she hits that, and you see her like stumble, and she's holding Court still. I think Court, you feel this just like immense heat start coming off of her, and she drops you. And there's just like this scream as the like her armor just like falls to ashes. But she has this like circlet that has a piece of the Heartstone in it, and it's the Heart Guardian always, that's like their mark, is that they have this circlet. And as she screams, that gem just flares, and for a moment she's just enveloped in this like bloody red light, and she like just takes like one more step forward and like straightens herself up, and there's like the eyes are glowing red and everything's healed. She doesn't have armor, but she's back in it, baby.
Yeah. It is still my turn, but that's like an amazing moment. So he like thinks that he has you, and his eyes just narrow and go almost full black as he like stares down Triss in this moment of her triumph.
She definitely turns to just look at him.
And just gives out this like kind of concussive yell that you can just feel the frustration in. And it just pulses out towards all of you. So everybody except for Nyx, because Nyx is behind him. I'm gonna need to make a agility reaction roll.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Oh.
23.
23 for Kazun?
Yeah.
Great.
17.
Great.
9.
Oh, I did better than Nice. That's better than
Ooh.
I don't
What'd
feel
you
bad.
roll? What'd you
11.
roll? Okay. So the only one that stays on their feet
Oh, Jesus.
is Kavoon. Which tracks, honestly. As this concussive force blasts out towards all of you, and you guys take
Bye.
Oh, God.
25 points of magic damage. And the other 3 of you are flung another 30 feet forward.
Grace is down.
I mean, away, but 30 feet forward.
Yeah, it's a boost, helping us leave.
Grace is down.
Grace has a choice to make. Although Grace did get flung, so she is down right next to Triss and Court. But you have a choice to make. Blaze of glory. Risk it all. Avoid the consequences.
I can carry you.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So the 25 was like way over my severe.
Doesn't, what's your
Okay.
severe?
18.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I think the concussive force hits her so hard that it doesn't matter, and she just falls unconscious. And she's just thinking of Jim
Oh.
as she
So-
falls unconscious.
I'm gonna need you to roll your fear dice. If you roll your level or lower, you are going to lose a hope slot
Permanently?
permanently.
I rolled a 2.
So you are now down to 5 hope slots instead of
That's fine.
6. And essentially what happens is, obviously, avoiding the consequences, it gets more difficult to not take a scar the higher level you are. Because presumably, if you get knocked down on your higher level, like, that's a big deal. If you would ever go to lose your last hope slot, if you only had one left and would have to take another scar to lose your last hope slot, then you either die or retire. Like your character does. No more adventuring for you.
Question.
Yes.
Would I mark a scar then?
Yes, that is gaining a scar. It should just take one of your hope slots away.
It did.
But you are currently unconscious, flung to the ground.
Was I knocked out of view of him?
Yes, you were knocked out of view of him.
Okay. Well, I got to
Um,
make choices as well. Knowing that Knots is down, seeing Grace getting knocked down, Triss is yelling in pain. Court is afraid of losing his found family here, and will turn and move back towards Lord Stinky Mist, taking the dagger that that he took from Knots' body, and try to sneak up and throw one last shot at him. I'm going to eat some leaves and spend all 4 of my hope
Sure.
with a blaze of glory. All 4
Oh.
going into sneak attack.
Yeah. So, as this concussive force comes out, and you see it peeling towards all of you, and you can see this too in your mind's eye, Grace. And Quark gets flung back. And as you guys are all starting that arc in the air, Quark gives one last ditch effort. He disappears from the air, appears right next to Lord Stinky Mist, and stabs.
73 magic damage.
Oh,
You
oh my god.
stab into him, and all of you just see, because he stabs in like at the calf. It's a really low, low. It's not up high. He stabs into like his knee, and you see this glowing purple light like spread along the veins of Lord Stinky Mist, just spiraling and spiraling and spiraling, spiraling. You see out of the mist the copy of him starts dissipating, and he seems to be trying to fight back to the purple light that is just spiraling through his body and just cracking up. There's a point where it like halts before it just continues crackling up, 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 before he shatters. You guys are flung the rest of the way back. Kavoon is carrying Knott's unconscious body. And that's the last visual you have of Cortinarius. Nyx, who was still conscious and could still see where where Cortinarius' body is.
Oh my god!
You do hear him yell out, "We've saved friends," as he goes.
Oh,
Picks
I'm
up,
gonna cry.
walks up to the small form Cortinarius and says, "You won't rest here," and starts walking towards the rest of the group, holding the body of Cortinarius in his hands. All of you, except for Knots, because Knots, well, Knots and Grace don't feel this in the moment because they're both unconscious. But the rest of you feel, so just Triss feels a slight lightening of the oppressive nature of the Wailing City as they crash and tumble to the ground. And when you stand up and look around, your vision, you know, you've been in the Wailing City for a while, and you've only been able to see like 30 feet in front of you. You can see a little further now. You can see about 45 feet out, as if some of the mist has lost its strength in this moment. And you see, coming out of the mist, Nyx holding the body of Court, Kavoon holding the unconscious form of Knots, and you look down next to you to the unconscious form of Grace. You're the only conscious person besides Nyx in this moment, Triss.
I think she like half sort of gets to her feet and then sees Nyx with carrying Court's body and stumbles forward like towards him and then like kind of falls to her knees in front of Nyx, and they're now about like the same height, maybe. And I think there's just like she takes like what's happened and it's just like tears, and is gonna just silently sort of like reach out, essentially like asking to like hold Court's body.
Yeah, he passes it over, kind of awkwardly, as if he was not comfortable carrying this body, but also did not want to leave him there. So just is like, okay.
And I think, Trish will like take it, and kind of like, just like full crying, and then sort of like look up at Nyx and then see like is like the mist like dissipating.
No, it's just your vision has now increased to 45 feet instead of 30. The mist is still there though.
Okay.
It's just not quite as strong as it was before.
Okay. I think she just quietly was like, "You did do it. You did save us." And then is just going to like kind of just curl over him and cry. But
yeah, Nyx kind of just awkwardly stands there while Kavoon like kind of joins the little cuddle with you.
no. Yeah, I think she like finally kind of composes herself. I think still kind of like holding on to Court, is going to stand up and then look at Nyx. Like, can you do anything for them? Pointing to Knots and Grace.
Let me look at his stuff, because he is not a healer. He is a seraph, but he's not a healer, so...
Great.
Nope, he has already used his one healing thing. So it looks like, I think, rest is best
Yeah.
if we can get them maybe back to where you guys stayed before.
How far away is that?
Like 5-10 minutes.
Um. Yeah, I think because we have Nazis on Kavoon, and then I think Tristle asked Nyx if he can carry Grace, and then can take everybody back.
Full not like Princess Carrie, it's Fireman Carrie.
Yeah.
For Grace.
I can totally see Kavoon carrying knots, like, just by her head. Like, he's not, like...
It's like a cat. No, you're
Right,
like
exactly.
you're bit by the scruff of your armor.
If it was, like, a dog, then, like, maybe it would have been, like, a little more, like, gentle, scooping up or whatever, but he's just, like, picks her up by her scruff and...
Eventually, Tress, you managed to lead this sad group back to the tiny room that you guys stayed in the previous night to settle down. And I think that's where we're going to take our break.
Jesus.
We're gonna break early because some stuff happened.
What happened?
Some stuff happened. Some things happened.
I legitimately started crying, guys.
I didn't even register that Court was down until you were like talking about
Right?
like going out with a bang, and I was like, wait, what?
I thought you were just like, teleport, stab, and then you're like, I do all this damage, that's autocrit. I'm like, oh.
Oh my god.
He said go out with a blaze of glory, and I was like, oh no, Court's down.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to finish up yours, and I took 3 as well, and I had used up all my armor slots previous.
Even with I had 1 armor slot left, but even with the armor slot, I was down.
Yeah, I was max stress, max hit points, max armor slots.
Holy shit.
Would your parrying dagger made any difference?
Probably not on that, but I could check. A 2 and a 1. No.
All right, well, we will be back momentarily.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, the ones. Yes, the survivors.
I've got the confetti at survivors.
I had put the fingers up, and it had activated, and then you said survivors, and I was like, well, too late.
We're in it now.
God.
Yes. Triss and Nyx have managed to get the unconscious forms of Knots and Grace and the unfortunate body of our beloved friend Cortinarius back to the small home shack that they were hiding out the previous evening. And they've managed to settle down for a short rest, which means that everybody, including our unconscious figures, can take a short rest. So you get to choose two things from the short rest downtime activities that you may want to do.
Get some armor again. Alright. Get 3 back for my armor. Does anyone else need like armor help or healing?
I'm sure. I am.
Yeah.
Well, I got myself a hit point back.
Wait,
Jesus.
hold on. Wait. Once per session, I can rally the party. Hold on, wait, that's the wrong thing. When I play a relaxing song, me and any close allies can heal 1 hit point. It's once per long rest.
Let's
Nice.
go. Okay, excellent.
I'm gonna play a really chill song.
Great.
Yeah.
So Nyx is doing okay, especially with that little bit of healing. So Nyx is gonna work on his own armor, but if somebody needs some help with something else, Nyx can help with a second thing.
I'm gonna clear stress. I need help with armor. I need help with healing.
Okay. I can do armor. Just say like as Triss is doing hers, she also does yours.
Okay. I did jack shit for my stress.
That's 3 for your armor.
Okay. Thank you.
So
And
if you need, anybody needs help with something wounds or armor related, Nyx can help.
I am half alive and half my armor is still broken. So unless
Which one do you want?
somebody needs it, I feel like the being alive thing is a little more important.
Great.
Fair enough.
4 hit points. 'Cause
I am
rolled
fully
a
alive.
4. Congratulations!
Oh my
I
God.
rolled a 4. Yeah, I rolled a 4 for repairing his armor, so now he has all of his armor slots back, and then I rolled a 4 for healing.
Oh my God.
Nuts. So I rolled really well for you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. After
I
almost
mean,
killing you.
thanks, Nyx.
It's fine. It's fine.
I feel like after Nyx helps Knots wake up and she realizes that Court is gone, she just kind of
We
goes
also had
over
Jim's
to him.
body here.
What's that?
Yeah, you
Sorry,
did have. Well, it's not there anymore, but you did have Jim's body here.
Sorry, I was kind of interrupting you. I was just like, we also had Jim's body here.
Right? This is just our body way station.
No.
So I feel like I don't even like get up. I just crawl over and like tiredly put my hands on Court and focus, and like little green buds appear around Court's body and spread out through the room, but then like everything directly around Court just immediately wilt and fade away. Everyone else is going to get some extra healing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm going to spend a hope and make it 2 hit points
Sick.
For
That puts
everyone?
me back to full.
for everyone.
Nice.
2 points?
2 points.
That is
Thank you.
useful.
You're the best. You're the best.
What happened?
Court finished off the mist monster. But he was protecting us.
Did he scream something?
He said, for my friends.
As
as the plants around slowly wither, I'm just going to like curl up next to Court.
Grace, you notice, the opposite side of where Knots is curled up against Court, a few little baby spores come out and like kind of hop out and are just kind of hopping around Court's body.
I checked the spores in my bag.
They're still kicking.
But are they like...
They look the same as the ones
Okay.
that
Are...
have appeared here.
Okay, so they're restless.
A little restless,
Okay.
but making no moves to like get out of the bag.
Okay. I go over to the ones that are by Court's body, and as I scoop them up, I see silvery scars all over my hands. And go, huh. That's new.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's three new little baby spores.
I put a hand out to just see if they'll come.
It takes a second, kind of like as if they're like sniffing your fingers before all three of them just kind of hop into the palm of your hand.
I start petting them gently.
Yeah, they got little fuzzy tops.
Yeah. Just gently, like, calming them down a little bit, making sure that they're okay, checking on them.
Yeah, they seem to be in relatively normal form for little spore babies. If just a tiny bit kind of confused, as many of them were the first time they arrived.
I think
So I'm going. Oh, go for it.
I would say, like, seeing like the spores kind of dancing, I think Triss would sort of like reach out and like not really try to touch one because she would definitely squish it, but sort of like see if it'll like interact with her fingers if she holds out her fingers to them.
Yeah, so Grace has all three of them just like in the palm of her hand, and you like reach like a finger out, and the tallest one, which is only like the tallest one by like a centimeter because they're all really tiny, kind of does a little stretch. You know, like when you put like a hand above a kitten's head, a cat's head, and they just kind of stretch up to like brush against your hand.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. They do that with your like big finger that is held out over the top.
I think Triss gives a sad smile.
I hold them up to you and I say, "Do you want these ones? I have a bunch in my bag."
What?
I open up my bag to show you my spores.
She's got 13 of them in her bag.
Sharing
the
parenting.
I could grow a little colony where Court used to hang out on my shoulder.
Yeah, that's why I'm offering them to you.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah, I'll take the freshly repaired armor, which I feel like she definitely like the graffiti that Court had like carved into the like. We talk about his plate armor, but I always kind of thought of it as looking like bark a little bit, and that Court was able to carve into it like it was a tree, and sort of like places them in like the crevices, like of the bark armor.
For sure. They kind of settle kind of right next to each other into like a crevice. It's really near like the handholds of where Court used to hold on to. And kind of for above table mechanics, if you ever do like the project action for for your rests, you could mechanically grow this little colony, and it may have some sort of bonus
Ooh, okay.
to your armor.
Yes. Cool.
Court protecting you from the grave.
No! Wait.
He'll always protect you.
That's so fucking cute. Oh my god. I'm absolutely gonna do that.
I turn to Knots and I'm like, do you want some?
I will sit.
Not to eat.
What?
Do not eat these.
He doesn't eat
Not to
animals.
Oh,
Knots
They're
doesn't eat
spores.
animals.
this is
I
a
know, but
fungus.
they're
It's totally different.
alive.
Oh my
I'll
God.
sit up and like drag an arm
These
across my
mushrooms,
face.
not spores. There's a difference.
Totally. Dragging a hand across my face, wiping away the snot and tears. I'll look at him and I'll like point a finger out, kind of similar to what you were doing.
You should have never come here.
And then I'm gonna get up and leave the room.
Just out into the mist.
Yeah, just like outside. I'm like, I'm gonna go find that fucker. Crap on his corpse.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, there are a couple magic items that Court has.
Jesus, tipping up his shit now that he's dead.
Your dagger.
Well, he has his parrying dagger, which is a secondary weapon, so you have to be using a one-handed weapon. But every time you take damage, you roll its damage dice, which right now would be 3d6, because you guys all have at least a proficiency of 3. And whatever numbers match damage dice that I rolled, it cuts that damage out.
Oh.
So like if I roll like 48 and like there's a 3, 4, 6, and 8, and then you roll a 3, 4, and 6, it cuts away 3, 4, and 6 of damage, so you'd only take the 8 damage. So it cuts away any matching damage. He also has his armor, which was the... Sorry, I have to find the names of the armor. But it's essentially, I think it's a 4 or 5 armor, but it also does an additional 2d4 against magic damage.
Ooh, okay.
Trying to find the name.
The Rune Tan Shield.
There we go, Rune Tan Shield. It's armor, but it's called Rune Tan Shield.
Okay.
I think those are the two big ones that he had. Besides also the unstable arcane shard.
Okay.
Just a little glowing magic bomb.
Can Triss wield the dagger?
I
Anybody
only
can
have
wield the
two-handed
dagger.
weapons.
Oh, I was gonna say because that would be great for you to be.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if she got a hold of a one-handed weapon
Right.
and
Yeah.
the dagger.
No.
Or
Not-
did some sort of project.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, if I just want to keep being more of a tank, maybe I can, like, use the dagger somehow. But as of this moment, I can't really. I think it would take some work to figure it out.
Not even knowing that Court had used her dagger, does pick up her dagger when she leaves the room, but isn't going to split the loot right now. So you all take what you want.
Above table, Lauren, I have an improved rapier. So if you wanted,
I think that's a presence
then
weapon.
it's a one-handed.
but I don't know what their presence score
No.
is.
Not good.
Rapier is a presence-based weapon. It uses presence.
It's physical. It says physical.
It's physical damage, but it uses presence to
Okay.
attack.
I like presents.
Yeah.
Different
Gotcha.
weapons use different stats to attack.
I'm also kind of debating swapping my axe for I've got a steel forged halberd, so like if I have a successful attack, it deals an extra stress. It's kind of fun. It has a D8 plus 4 physical damage as opposed to D10 plus 3.
And I don't remember if the halberd is one-handed or two.
It's two-handed, so it doesn't fix that issue. It's more of just like, yeah. I don't know if it's possible to like somehow attach the parrying dagger to something and then
That's a
use that to
project.
spell. Okay.
That's a project that you could work on as well.
I guess if I swap for the halberd and then attach the dagger to the very end of it so it's like two-sided.
I like it.
Yeah, you definitely could make that a project that you work
That
on.
would be kind of fun.
Put the
Okay.
parrying dagger on the end of the halberd.
I'd be down for that. I don't think of his other items I would have much use. Because again, I think what you said, like everything he had involved having a free hand, kind of, right?
Yeah, he basically had daggers. The only special dagger he had was the parrying dagger.
Okay.
And then he had the Rutan shield armor, which is the armor that is, I think, a 5. It's a 4 or 5 base, but it also does an additional 2d4 against magic.
Who had my rune ward?
I think Triss had it, not that she used it.
Do I have it?
Pretty sure you had it.
I don't have it in my equip.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
I
it's
should've-
it's her
spell.
domain card ability that gives you the
Oh.
amulet that allows you to spend hope to reduce damage.
Damn, that would have been good to know. Shoot.
It was just such a chaotic event. We didn't know what was
Yeah.
going
Oh
on.
my god.
Uh,
Anyways,
not
Yes,
so actually
finish
come
up.
back in.
Mm-hmm.
The mist is thinner. I can see farther.
Seems that it correlated to that thing's presence, and now that it's gone, the mist is slowly disappearing.
You think it's safer to go on?
I think so. There's less of a just presence, it feels like.
Next, do you have a thing you can do to check like you did before?
it's still the same day.
Oh,
You can only do it like once a day.
oh yeah. I just figured since the Tinky Mist was the one that was kind of like creepy about that maybe you'd see something different. But maybe tomorrow.
I can
Do we
only
want to just sleep?
do what I could do.
Sleep
Yeah.
would be a good idea.
By the way, you guys, I mean, it's only been like maybe
20 minutes.
So you got up really early. You went to fight the giants. You took a short rest, and then you went to go track down the people, but then got in the fight with Lord Stinky Mist, and then came back and did a short rest. So it's been like maybe 4 hours
Oh Jesus.
since you woke up,
Well, we do know
which means
that
it's like noon.
we do know that the bandits were using that as a distraction to like jump ship with all of the stuff that they have. And if we just didn't get our ass handed to us, I would be like, let's go. But that doesn't feel like a fight. I don't know if I want to roll into that fight with 3 armor slots left and like none of my abilities.
So we may have to sleep.
Yeah.
What's your armor?
Mine?
Yeah.
I'm at 4 out of 7 slots.
7 slaughter. That's pretty good. That's pretty
Technically,
good.
I have. If I am in Unstoppable, I have another.
Well, I was going to ask you
3
about that because I
slots?
don't think it gives you extra slots. It just
doesn't.
increases your
I was-
score.
Oh, I thought it gave me extra slots.
No, it
Where'd it go?
increases your score
Oh,
by your
shit.
proficiency.
I was doing that so wrong. Okay.
Yeah, it increases your score by your proficiency, which right now has just become 3, which means that you're
Mhm.
unstoppable. You can add 3 to your armor score.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
also, you also didn't use until the end. You can spend stress to
Because
reduce
I forgot.
use armor slots against physical damage.
Yeah. Not that I took a lot of physical damage. It was a lot of.
Well,
magical damage.
the little
Yeah.
wraiths did
Anyway.
physical damage.
But yeah.
It was a mostly magical damage against this entity, though.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because any of my like once per long rest abilities I have used. So
It is up to you guys. It's just per the way the game rules kind of work and function, you really taking another long rest only 4 hours after you took a long rest, and you've already taken 2 short rests is a little
yeah,
you can
that's
go
fair.
do other stuff like try and gather information and not like get into battle.
That could be good. Maybe a little stealth mission.
Because we're great at those.
Well, the thing is,
I don't know what you're talking about. Not
you
What's
guys
that?
can run away. You just haven't.
I mean, we did. And on the way, one of us died.
Yeah, only because you decided to run when like 4 of you were at only 2 hit points left.
Well, what you gonna do?
Maggie, did you say something?
anyways.
Sorry. Okay. Knots will go over and like root around in her bag, and then I go up to Grace and place a compass in her hand.
Just in case something happens to me, this will always lead you back to Jim, wherever they, take him. I put one of the homing compasses on his body before they left.
Oh,
Grace has been trying to hold it together this entire time because she knows that Triss has needed to break down because like Jim passed away and she didn't really get to break down for that, and like she knows that Court and Triss are really close. Grace just breaks down and holds you. She doesn't take the compass yet, but she's going to. Like it's obvious she's going to, but like she just holds you. Like thank you.
Knots just stands there and waits.
One of the spores crawls out of the backpack and on your shoulder.
oh my god.
Oh, hey, little buddy. I don't like this place, and I'm kind of concerned. I don't know how much it's worth us risking everything to find this thing that I don't even remember what it was, to be honest.
We don't really know
There's a bunch
what
of-
it is. We know that these bandits have stolen
I think it was a bunch of artifacts.
a number of artifacts, and it's more of a suspicion than anything. But I think they either have or know where I can find what I'm looking for.
Oh, it was kind of important, huh?
Yes.
This is and we're clearing out a haunted city. and finding information on why it's
I
haunted.
think we've cleared out the main thing haunting this city. But
Yeah, but we might have left ghosts in our wake.
maybe. I guess the only thing we can do now is just figure out what our next step is and take it. Whether that's running, which, despite everything, I hesitate to do, or trying to track down these bandits before we lose them into the wilderness.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
It's not my fault.
Yeah?
It's not my fault.
I know it's not your fault. It's just unfortunate timing. Nix, what do you think?
Well, I have a person to find, and I'm gonna find them.
Oh, that wasn't the person that we just, well, that Cora killed?
Oh, God.
No.
Oh. Why are you here?
I'm here to find a person
The clown.
who's stolen an artifact. It's the Wonder Maker. Was hired
Wait.
by somebody.
Is the person called the Wonder Maker, or is the artifact called the Wonder Maker?
It's the god.
Yes. The Wonder Maker is a god. It's a religious
Wait, we're gonna fight a
artifact.
god?
No. Somebody stole a religious artifact of the Wonder Maker. I am tracking this person down.
Oh, well, that makes sense. You should probably have led with that.
I'm gonna pull out my loot that I have now,
Amazing.
Magically, it just appears.
and it's like we're playing a TTRPG. And start playing All Too Well.
Oh my god.
10-minute version.
The 10-minute version.
And because I'm playing a heartbreaking song, you and any close allies take a hope.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's go. Okay.
That's useful
Yep.
because I was completely out of hope.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
So, have fun with that.
Well, in that case, after I regain this hope, I'm going to spend it. And this little glowing ball of light appears as I focus and kind of hovers around the room. Oh no, I have to spend 2 hope to do that.
Well, Nyx is going to spend one of his prayer dice that rolled a 1 to give you 1 hope.
Oh, well, excellent.
Hey!
Then I'm going to summon a familiar. This little glowing ball of light looks maybe like a little flying mushroom spore. And I'm gonna reach out my hand to it.
Hi, I'm Knots, and I was hoping maybe you could help us find these people that have these things that are artifacts. Do you know what an artifact is? It's something really important. And apparently this guy needs like a specific one called the Wonder Bread. Is that what? No, Wonder Maker? No. It was a... Okay.
Oh my god.
I forget. What? Could you help us find them?
I mean, do you know what they look like?
Max, what does it look like?
I mean, either the people or the things? Because, like, I could just, like, fly around and find things and say that they're artifacts.
Did you find people?
I mean, maybe.
I don't really know
Are there
what an
people
artifact.
here?
Other than us, yes. But I don't really know what an artifact looks like. So probably.
I think they look like different things.
Oh, what's really confusing then? Nix, what does this one look like? Or the person who took it? Or the Wonder Maker?
I've already told you what the person looked like. Tall,
Barely made that one.
human,
Excuse me.
broad-shouldered, strong, serious, brown hair. Description that he says matches the person that you've all seen before, which is the person that was wearing the long blue cloak in the very first battle with the bandits that ran away. That seemed to be the leader.
That sounds
It's familiar. I don't know if we've seen anyone like that, though.
We have. He was at the original battle.
I don't know. Do you think they're still over there?
They had to have some kind of camp where they were keeping everything.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not. What's your name?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
You can call me Sally.
Okay, so Sally, we were over in that direction over there. We saw this person that guy just described. And I didn't see this artifact, but we didn't find it in the stuff that we did find. So it's not in our possession. So if you could go, like, over that way, see if any people, you know, that are kind of us-shaped, but more like gray-shaped, but, apparently wider in the shoulders, deeper in the voice, and,
I heard his whole description, you know. I was right here.
right. Could you do that? And we'll head that way. But, maybe you could.
Do you
let
just
us
want me
know.
to fly in that direction and see if I see something?
Yeah, but don't get like attacked or anything too. Do it quietly and stealthily, because I've already lost another friend today, and you're a new friend, and I would prefer not to lose you today.
Okay. What do you want me to do if I find somebody or something?
Oh, well, come back and tell us.
And what if I don't find anything?
I don't know. What does Sally do if, like, circle around? Or what?
Come back to us?
Like, how long? Like, 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
3 hours. How about that?
Oh, wait, if you get to the edge of the city, and you haven't seen anyone, come back to us.
Okay, I could do that. It's just...
Be careful, Sally.
Bye!
she flies out the door.
She flew through the window.
Oh my god.
She wasn't very big.
Oh.
Okay.
And you directed her back in the direction that you guys, like, came from, where you, like, first entered the city. Okay.
Is that where we saw the people?
That's where you saw the man. That's where he was when he escaped. That is, however, not the last known position of him.
Oh, no, the place where we saw all the people where Jim died is where I directed her.
Okay, well, you didn't see him there. You saw him in the first attack with the bandits just outside the city.
Right. So Knott's made a huge assumption in these directions that the bandits had grouped together and we just didn't see that fellow over there.
Okay. But also, that's also not the last known place that you know that he was.
Oh.
Because Nyx did the spy thing and said that he saw his target and the mage that Court was looking for in the center of the city when he did his little spying thing.
So if Nyx wanted to bring that up while I was explaining this to the fairy, legit. If not, Knots didn't see his vision, is still like trying to process this whole thing.
I mean, Nyx would have told you.
Okay.
That the last I saw him like a few hours ago in the middle of the city.
So then I would, while describing where to look, I'd be like, oh, okay, scratch all of that, and then redirect the spirit to the center of the city to see if people are there.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Right. I mean, Nuts isn't dumb, but there's certain concepts that are just over her head, like seeing things in her mind that are somewhere else.
Super fair. Yeah, so Sally goes off and she ends up disappearing in the mist and presumably is going to scout.
Okay. Do we
want to wait or do we want to slowly head that way?
Maybe wait so that she knows where to come back to us.
Yeah, so you guys like wait like an hour before the little ball kind of swoops back in. So I don't think I found the person you were looking for, but I found people. I think they were sleeping. There's a bunch of them, just like at this like temple thing in the middle of the city.
I sleep at
Just a
temples
lot
too. They're boring.
There's a lot of people. They're all sleeping. All of them are sleeping.
It's still like midday, isn't it?
It's like early afternoon now. It's probably like after this hour. It's probably like one or two in the afternoon.
Are you sure they were sleeping?
I think so. I mean, you guys are the first people I've seen, so I think they're sleeping.
All of them.
Yeah, they were all laying down, and they weren't like doing anything.
It really is, more common than you think. A lot of people fall asleep at the temples.
All of them, all at once.
Okay, maybe it's a little weird.
I think it's very weird.
But none of them looked like the person that you said I should find. They like didn't see like the blue cloak or the like curly brown hair, broad shoulders. I didn't see that. There was lots of people sleeping.
Did you see an artifact?
Well, I mean, they had objects. I guess objects could be artifacts, right?
You should probably
Anyways,
check it out.
I saw them, so I came back and I told you.
We don't want to check this one out ourselves now.
Yeah, let's do that. Can you lead us that way?
Yeah. She just flies out the window again.
I'll climb out the window after her.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a finesse or agility check to try and squeeze through the window. Because while Court could fit through, it's a little bit tight for you. It's a
That's
tiny
a
window.
25.
Nice.
With?
That is with fear.
Oh boy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I now have 2 fear. Well, actually, I could trade in some of these action tokens I have 3 fear. I forgot to do that at the end of the combat.
Well, too late.
No, because it still had them out, so it's not too late. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you like pull yourself through the window, and she's just like waiting out like in the middle of the road.
I look at the window expectantly.
Kavoon just looks at you through the window.
Who puts his massive head up there?
Oh my god.
And then just moves to the door and opens the door.
Oh,
Sorry, I should have asked. Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
So, quick question. Are you just leaving the body of Court in the room?
That's a good question.
I feel like we could carry him in like a sack or something. He's so tiny.
Rude.
I don't want to leave him here though.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is there any way to like hide him here?
Yeah.
We can hit Bernie's him.
Yeah, I mean the ground isn't like the ground of like a building. It's like a dirt floor in this like room that you've been in. So you could try and like dig a hole, or you could like wrap him up and put him in like a bag or satchel that you guys have. Like, it's up to you guys.
Put a pair of sunglasses over his eyes. We can hit Bernie's him.
Oh my god. Yikes. As much as I don't want to leave him behind, I feel like we probably should. I don't know how we would like transport him around.
I'm not gonna say the thought that just went through my head. No, because that's mean.
No, Grace, we can't move Bork's body.
No. Something about dead weight.
Oh. Why don't? Yeah, let's leave him here and we cover him up, and we'll come back for him. Sound good?
Sorry,
I am
Jason.
going to use my nomadic pack.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, never mind.
Requires help.
Yeah. JK.
I can use my I know places.
Well, how about this? Because God knows I'm not going to use them for anything else. I rolled a 3 on one of the prayer dice. You could take 3 help knots.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I spend a hope to reach into my pack and I pull out a common item that is useful to this situation, which is going to be some kind of like stinky herb or whatever that drives like things away. Like people just, it's like skunk juice essentially. I'm just going to like set it in the room so that, yeah, so people aren't like, let's go into this wonderful smelling room.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, and
Thanks, Nix. You really kind of like helped out. I feel like I keep forgetting that you're there because you're so quiet. But thank you.
Sure. Are we going to go now?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Great. Sally starts to like lead the way down the road back the direction that you guys came from where your battle happened.
Mm-hmm.
Are we stealthing?
Probably.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then you need to pick someone from the 4
Nose goes.
that is going to make the lead roll. It's finesse based. I will check
Nose goes.
Mixes. Mix has a +2 in finesse.
I have a +2 in finesse as well.
Then
Okay, so
Nat
Coach won't
should do
use.
it.
I don't know.
Roll,
I feel like
however,
Nick should
for
do
them.
something this game.
No, I'm gonna roll. I'm still gonna roll a check for him, but you should lead because
Okay.
I'm not actually. And I don't know what you're talking about. He has given hope.
Right.
And carried
Right.
Court out. No, carried me out.
What'd you get, Grace?
11
What'd you get?
with
Hope and fear don't matter. It's a group roll.
I know.
And Tris?
19.
Okay, so you can have a +2 to the roll.
Okay. Then that is 15, 17, 19 with hope, if the hope matters for...
No.
Okay.
It's group roll. Yeah, you guys start moving forward fairly quietly. You notice that you can see further with the mist, but it doesn't seem to be dissipating any more than that original dissipation. So it's still like a 45-foot buffer between you and what you can see in the mist. And you guys start moving along pretty quietly. The biggest thing is that like overwhelming sense of fear is gone. Like there's still like a small tinge of it, but like the overwhelming pressure of it has kind of been backed off and released. But Sally like moves forward and you guys quietly follow the little glowing spirit as she kind of flicks and flits down the street. Eventually you guys pass where you just had this battle. You pass where Court had his final stand. In the ground, kind of all spread out, are these like veins of mushrooms that have started growing from where he last stood.
Okay, we can't eat corn. Can we try these ones?
Stop
Okay,
it!
I'm just checking.
Smack the back of your head.
You guys continue past, making it closer to the center of the city than you have been thus far. When on the edges of your vision come these grand steps that start stepping up and eventually filling portions of your vision is this large temple that seems to be the central structure of the Wailing City. Just like much of the Wailing City, it's broken down, but you can see how grand and well made this initial temple was before time and decay came upon it. Do you guys start moving up the steps?
Yeah.
Great. You guys move up the steps, doing your best to muffle your steps against these like marbled stone stairs. And as you guys crest the rise, the first person that noticed, because they're the tallest, is Tris. As your eyes like get level with where the stairs end and you start getting visual like into the temple, it's just a bunch of people, bodies laid out. A good
Are they dead?
dozen. You give me an instinct roll.
That is a 16 with hope.
Okay, you can take that hope. While there are no visible wounds from where you are now, there's
A dog.
there's no
Oh my god, there's a dog.
No, there's no quiet, like murmur of breathing. There's no slight rise and fall to the chest. These people are dead.
Yeah, I think you're just trying to go,
Uh,
yeah, they're dead.
What's dead?
Oh. I don't want to have that conversation right now. No, it's your
can I sense anything magical?
So you can't see them yet. This is just what Triss
Okay.
sees. So you're not close enough that anything would be anything would be pinging right now.
Gotcha.
What's the difference between sleeping and dead? So they're not sleeping, they're dead? Look, I just came to life like a couple hours ago.
Wait, they're all dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And
what she said.
I'm gonna rush up the steps.
Yeah, you run up the steps and you're short, so you don't see until you're like almost on the last step the dozen bodies that are laid out before you. And since you're closer now, you can also see there seems to be a giant like crack through the middle of the temple that just disappears into blackness. Like it's a crevice, like a chasm through the middle of the temple.
Oh.
But in front of
shit.
you on this side, there's like a dozen bodies.
They're not sleeping.
Yeah, they're not sleeping.
How do you know they're not sleeping?
Someone
I
else
hope
want to take this?
You're a fairy.
Grace?
I step up. I like walk up. Do I see the bodies at this point?
Mhm.
I look at Knots, and pat her on the butt, and say, "You're up," and keep walking forward.
Okay, so, sleeping is kind of like that, but you get to wake up again. So, like, when I summoned you, you woke
They're
up.
not going to wake up. None of them are going to wake up.
No.
Where do they
no.
go? What happened to them?
Well, that is a good question. We
Am
should
I
probably...
going to die? Or am I going to
You will. I'll bet you're gonna sleep so well and not have
don't
nightmares.
believe you.
And not have nightmares. And not have flashbacks or terrible, terrible feels.
Oh god.
Sally just like kind of flutters away from Knots and goes back up to like near Triss's head and is just like, am I gonna die?
Everything dies at some point, but it's natural. It's the circle of life.
This is natural? She's like points to all of the
Death itself is natural, sometimes what causes it is not. And I would venture to guess that you are correct and that this was not natural.
But we don't
When
know
am I
that for
gonna
sure.
die? I said, when am I gonna die?
Only the gods know that.
They look at Knots because Knots created them. When am I gonna die?
Not for a long, long time.
How long's a long time?
To fate is such a fickle thing that oh, what's this?
And I'm gonna go over and look at it in the hole.
Oh my god. Amazing.
So you're gonna walk like through the like bodies to get to the chasm because
It's
the
away
bodies
from
are
the
kind of
spirit,
like
right?
yeah.
Yes.
The bodies are kind of like all spread out before you, and then the chasm's behind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pick my way through, just kind of eyeing them it'd probably be good to make sure that they're dead, so I'll, like, you know, finger poke them along the way. But also, you know, getting away from the spirit.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Awesome.
Oh,
The spirit just follows you.
next to you, do you see your Wonder Bread?
Wonder Bread.
No,
Oh,
none of these are my target.
oh,
And
what if they
none of
last...
these have the artifact.
Oh, how do you know? You haven't even gone to their pockets yet.
I have eyes.
Oh, is it a big artifact?
I mean, big enough that none of these guys have it.
Do artifacts have to be big to be artifacts?
No.
There's a lot of rules that just...
I'll kind of walk more, sort of, I guess, into the bodies a little bit. And would I be able to, like, because the Heart Guardian, like, has a connection to the Heartstone, would I be able to, like, put out some spidey senses and get a sense of if it had been here or if it still is in the area?
Yeah, sure. This only works because you multi-classed into Seraph. Because before you didn't have any magic. Now you do.
Whoop, whoop.
Woohoo!
So, and
Welcome to the club.
Seraphs use strength for their spellcasting, so you can.
Oh, hell yeah, this is gonna go better than I thought. Okay, I'm also gonna spend a hope to add my Heart Guardian experience to this as well.
Of course.
Alright. That is a good roll, shit. Let's see. Oh god, math. 25 with fear.
Right. So, you kind of, because of that moment where you connected with the piece of the Heartstone that you have in your circlet in the battle earlier, you find that like lingering feeling of what that felt like in the moment, and you focus in on it and try to push that feeling outwards, looking for anything similar, something that might just spark a connection. And nothing. There's a slight, like, trail, as if the stone passed through here. Didn't stay here. It's not here. But it went through here recently. However,
do I get any sense of direction, or is it just, it was here, but not anymore?
It passed through here and, like, continuing in, like, the northwestern direction.
Okay.
Out that way. But, however, as you're following that trail, you also feel with your magic this deep, dark, pulsating, like, magical void inside the chasm that is next to you. And because this is one of your first times reaching out with your magic, it takes you a little bit longer to pull your sense back into yourself as that void tugs on your essence. So you will take a stress.
Fun. Okay. Yeah, I think
As you rip yourself out of its grasp and find yourself back.
Okay. Yeah. Triss, the gem, like the gem on her little circlet starts glowing, and you see her kind of like get a little blank faced and takes like turns to the northwest the way the Heartstone went, and then almost kind of just like dreamily turns towards the chasm and takes a couple of like steps towards it before being like, oh god, oh, there is something very not good down there. It's a magic can't tell if it's feeding on magic with some sort of void.
Yes.
Do I sense it?
You do not where you are currently. If you move closer, you may be able to.
I'll move closer.
So, you start moving closer, and there's something brushing just on the edge of like your sensory effect, and you almost have to get right up to the edge of the crevice to fully feel what's there because it's down inside the chasm. And what's down there feels like magic, but not magic. It wants magic. It's hungry. It's just pulling and reaching and pulling and reaching and pulling and reaching. I need you to give me a instinct reaction roll.
Thanks.
That is a 15.
Ooh.
And you feel something rips away. You take 2 stress. As something is pulled from you.
I can't.
You don't have enough?
I don't have enough.
Then you would take a hit point.
Okay.
So when you're full
Yes.
up on stress, if you would take stress again, you would take a hit point instead. And you're now vulnerable since you're full up on stress.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Is there a, like, do we see anything when this happens, or is it just a feeling that happens?
I mean, you see Grace flinch in pain.
I'll reach
You're all
out.
right?
Yeah, my hand on you.
Sorry, that was a 16.
Wouldn't it change to the...
Was it
Okay.
27?
I math.
The DC was 18. So,
Gotcha.
I appreciate the backup.
I math, guys.
If your thing isn't here, maybe we should leave her. That doesn't look good.
We should go.
Yeah, whatever is down there, I think we are not in a state to deal with that.
I'll take Grace's hand and start pulling her away from the crevice.
Yeah, you can pull her away. But you still feel that void looking at you.
I'll flip it
Reaching
off.
I think
for you.
amazing. I think as I'll turn to Nyx and like, I'm not sure where the artifact that you're looking for may have gone, but I got a sense that the one that I'm looking for passed through here and was carried off in that direction. And I feel like it's not too far out of a guess to say that if they have yours, it went the same direction.
You're probably right. We go after them?
Yes, as long as you two are willing. I don't know what we'll do with Court, but
We'll come.
Back for them.
I don't know. I mean, I guess he's the one that killed that thing and started bringing life back to this place. Maybe it is fitting that we leave him here to help it along. Everything dies and feeds itself to the earth, which feeds us in turn.
Now, I will need... I will need a knowledge reaction rolls from Grace and Triss.
Ooh.
Not Knots, because I don't think Knots read the portfolio at the beginning.
Reading?
I'm rolling
Knots would have
great
signed
tonight, guys.
That's a 13.
I'm reeling from the stress
That's fair.
right now. I
What'd you roll,
got a
though?
9.
Okay. Triss. It's taken a moment, but as your eyes like pass over the bodies again, some of them look familiar, as if you'd seen pictures of them before. And about 2/3 of these bodies look like the previous adventurers that were sent out.
Shit. Okay.
Abort, 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 abort.
I mean, we've now made it further than they have, so.
No, we haven't. We've made it to the same spot.
No, but we're alive. Is there,
Okay.
as I'm like leading Grace by the hand away from the crevasse, Sally had said that there was stuff that they were carrying. Do they have stuff on them, or did it like?
Yeah, just like basic, like they don't have any like packs or like big bags or anything. That's all kind of been scrapped from them, but they are like wearing clothes. Some of them have like armor on them. Some have some like weapons and things. Give me a instinct or knowledge roll, Jeremy.
19 plus 2, 21 with hope.
Okay, take that hope. As you're like looking them over, the reason that they're so spread out is they seem to die fighting for their lives, even though there's no like obvious wounds on them.
Oh, okay.
You get the impression that maybe the bandits who are living here set up this area as some sort of trap to lure groups into that they couldn't leave, and then they were essentially like devoured by the
Gotcha.
So we should leave. We should get out of here.
I agree. I think whatever we had to do here is done.
I'll follow you, Triss.
Sam, let's get out.
Luckily, whatever seemed to have sprung the trap is no longer in place.
I was waiting for it, but
The bandits have left, so that was a trap that was set up that could have been sprung depending on other choices that may have been made. But they seem to have taken the elements that trapped the people in there with them.
Actually, can I?
But yes.
Sorry, if
Go
you
ahead.
weren't done.
No, go ahead.
I would say maybe a little bit retcon. I think Triss would advocate for maybe going back and holding like a proper like burial ceremony for Cord. Before we head out, as opposed to just leaving his body in the house that we were in.
I would agree. I would go
What if
back to
those-
Triss and do this. Yeah.
What if the people who have your Wonder Bread and your heart stone thing are leaving? What if we need to keep up with them?
We know which direction they're going, and they can't run forever. Let's spend the time to honor our friend, and then we'll make them pay.
I'll follow you, Triss, wherever we go.
All right.
Just
So
don't make it too long.
we'll be quick. Lead everybody at the house, and I think don't have to like do a whole long thing, but I think she would like gather up Court's body, and then
I'll play
I
some
think
music
actually-
in the background.
yeah, take him because we passed like that area where he died that had already started to sprout mushrooms, and I think she actually would take him there and like dig a small hole kind of in the middle of like where those mushrooms were spreading from, and bury, and kind of for lack of a better word, like plant him there.
Yeah, give me a strength roll, and you can have advantage on this as well.
Okay, let's go. A crit.
So you
Not oh.
yeah. What?
This is just so I rolled a crit and it was double sixes again. I just saw the crit and was like, oh, and then I was like, oh wait, I got advantage, and I look. It's a 6 on that die too.
Great. 666.
Anyway.
That's not ominous at all.
Nope.
No. Yeah. So you take Cortinarius's body, and you did scoop out like a small like hole, kind of next to where the mushrooms that have already grown are, but right near the central area, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. But as you're burying Court, you're essentially blessing him and blessing the land that you are burying him in. And so as you put his body into the earth and give the last little bit that Court has left back into the world and cover his body, there's a pulse that goes out, and you almost immediately see the veins of mushrooms and fungal life just spread further away from the site, and you can just see it continuing and crossing out through the city. And you take a moment to close your eyes, and you feel that presence of Court in the ground and in the spreading of the mushrooms and spreading of these veins of the unique kind of life that fungals and mushrooms have, spreading further and further. And you believe, or you know, those veins are going to continue to the edges of the city, and that, unlike before, even with that pit in the center of the city, fungal are not only going to be welcome here, they're going to thrive. And I think that is where we're going to end our session.
Oh. It's like our
So
season
that's
finale.
That's our season finale. That's the completion of our first part of this Daggerheart campaign.
What?
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah. Welcome back, Jason.
Welcome back.
Yay!
And thus we started the new fungal empire.
Within the Wailing City.
Right?
It's not letting me post the song that I'm actually trying to post.
Oh. Well,
It's the second song.
so Carly, thank you for running this. I am looking forward to when we pick back up later. We'll come up with a date for sure. There's a lot of things going on for the rest of the summer that are going to cause conflicts with people's scheduling, so we're going to take off for a bit and pick back up later. Thank you. So why don't we do a round of outros while we do so? And tell us who you are, who you've been playing, and what you have coming up that you want to share. And we'll start with, Carly. You start.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Carly, also known as Armadillo Dice. I make shiny math rocks, otherwise known as dice, and they go clicky clacks. I like to play games. I like TTRPGs. I'm excited to see where this takes us with the rest of this game. And we'll hop it over to Lauren.
Yeah. So, dude, I'm Lauren. I have been playing the giant guardian, now multi-classed into Seraph, Triss. As far as coming up, not a ton. I do have a couple of commission slots open for both Star Trek uniforms and some general slots, if anyone is interested. Hit me up. Best way to do that is through Instagram. But a little far off, but if you're going to Rose City Comic Con in Portland in September, I'll be there. Come say hi. So,
Nice.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm Jason. I was playing Cortinarius, the murder mushroom.
For the first 5 minutes of the game,
best
at
boy.
least.
Emphasis on was. Yeah, oh god.
What was that, Maggie?
I said the best boy.
Oh. What's coming up? Actually, we've got a game next Saturday, starting our Hunter the Reckoning. Come see my crazy old man rolling around in a wheelchair throwing dynamite at monsters.
Amazing.
I feel like you just
bombs.
described your figure to a T. That was
yeah.
your Hero Forge figure. That was...
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. Hopefully,
Nice.
he doesn't go out in blaze of glory, though. I already have ideas for a suicide vest. For
Yeah,
him,
we'll
so,
see. It is World of Darkness, so
Yep.
that's next Saturday at 8 p.m. for the premiere. So tune in for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's been a
Otherwise, I
long
play
time
games
in the
when-
planning.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's been a while. Started in February, I thought.
Yeah, something like that.
Otherwise, I play games here and on my Twitch channel. And I'll turn it over to Jeremy.
Awesome. I am Jeremy, I guess. And you can find me here when I'm streaming. This coming month is going to be a little less as the final... I'm in college, for those of you who don't know, and I am doing my I want to say checkpoint. That's not right. Capstone.
Capstone.
Which is... I finally got the stuff for it today, and it's crazy. So going to be busy. And while I'm doing all that, I'm also going to be trying to stream here. And there's that show next Saturday. Tomorrow we have Mothership at 8 p.m. as well. It's the finale of that two-parter. On Wednesdays at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we have For the Horde of the Dragon Queen, the role flipped Tyranny of Dragons, so they are playing the cultists and not the good guys. And no more Daggerheart for a bit, but keep an eye on socials for more of that. And Maggie, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Hello, I'm Maggie. I've been playing Grace Halbert, the highborn human sorcerer and now multi-class bard, because she's Taylor Swift coded. I started out as a challenge, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this easier on myself. So yeah, she's been struggling with losing all of her friends.
Right?
Yep. But anyways, enough about Grace. I write books, and now I make music.
Hooray!
I can officially say that now. I am certified music maker.
Congratulations.
And there might be things happening on this channel later down the pipeline that I've been talking with Jeremy about.
There will be. It's just a matter of when is that going to happen without making Jeremy lose his mind.
Go crazy.
Right?
Well, same with me, because I'm working on other certifications, because like Jeremy, I'm also in school. It's just not college.
Hooray! Learning is learning. we're gonna raid. I think Folk and Myth are still going with their werewolf. They're playing a werewolf game over there. Since we're just talking about World of Darkness, let's head over to their spot. Perfect. Thank you all for the game. Thank you, Carly, for running. Fun times. Thank you all for joining us. If you're watching live, thank you so much. Thank you for chatting in the chat. And if you are watching on the YouTube VOD, we appreciate it. Check out the show links below for everyone's information. And we will see everyone next time. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.